unfortunately just cut out again. So here we are on the third episode of this stream. Is the bomber airfield below. It's been hit, but it's still going, and I'm protecting it. And there's a bunch of other allied aircraft. There's a Tempest and there's about 2 Mustangs, and I saw a P38 Lightning over there. Hello guys, welcome to the stream. This is the third chapter. Sorry, it cut out just before. Time for a quick sip of my cup of tea. If you're just joining us, I've destroyed a FW190 over the airfield in the town. Now I'm just looking for more. Aircraft spotted near the engineering core. And that's just north of here, northwest. There's some action going on somewhere. Allied Engineer Corps under attack at 2009. I could head out there, it'd be over by the time I got there. It's tempting to leave here. Maybe I should go to the Engineer Corps, but yeah, by the time I get there, probably there'll be nothing there, and then I'll get a message saying there's fighters down here, which is what happened last time. looking down, I seriously can't see any aircraft, even if they're there. The only thing I can really see is the tracer of the AAA shooting at the aircraft. And if there's two separate tracers, then you can triangulate the enemy. When I shot down that FW, I was diving at a great speed, even though I had the engine at idle, and I was almost on the verge of G-locking it, and I only just was able to get pretty close following the aircraft, and it was giving off like a smoke trail. Only when I got really close to it did I see, yes, that's an FW. And then I remembered, alright, I gotta cut the power or else I'm gonna overshoot him. No, I had the power cut. I was just going too damn fast. I could have done better to not come directly down on top of him, but just to go down slower. Going down slower would have been the better idea, like a shallower descent angle. What's that? What is that? Is that a P38? Yeah, it's a red P38. That's actually it's not that colour scheme didn't appear, that, as far as I know, didn't appear in Europe at all. It says in the description it's 1944 Los Angeles or something, or 1944 California. It's the red colour scheme for the P38 Lightning that's called Yippee. It's got Yippee written on the nose art. And it's nice to see a P38 Lightning, but I really wish that was a BF-109. So I could pounce on it. Enemy aircraft spotted near Allied munitions depot. That's even further north in the centre of the map. So usually when the enemies come in, you get a flare, a warning flare. So you don't necessarily have to wait to see shooting because you get that warning flare going up. What's my speed right now? Looks to be about 260 plus miles per hour. If the warning flare went off, now that I'm so high up, I don't know that I'd even see it. I'm going to leave here temporarily and go to the engineering core. There's so much activity seemingly going on over there. Got to head around 300. Yeah, they're being spotted north. Diving a little bit to get some speed up. Don't want to go too low because that'll ultimately slow me down. Still keep an eye on the airfield as I go. Alright, that's the engineer core right there. Probably want to approach pretty high. The problem here is lack of target. They're keeping on going north. The bridge is destroyed. So just a quick recap, this is the third chapter of this live stream. It cut out twice. And in the second chapter, I believe it was, I destroyed an FW-190 over the bomber air base. Now I'm over the engineering core, looking for tracer, looking for AAA tracer. After this flight, which I think might last another hour, then I'll be flying a different plane for the days and weeks ahead, which will be the P38 Lightning. I'll fly that for a period of time. I don't know how long, maybe a week or something, and then I'll probably start flying some German planes like the D9, the A8, and the K4, and maybe the G14. Basically German Bodenplatte planes. And then what I'll ultimately do is mix it up, and I'll fly planes alternately. So instead of flying planes as a block of like flying one plane for a week, one plane only, I'll fly a K4 today, and tomorrow a P38, and the next day a Tempest, and the next day a Mustang, and the next day a D9, the next day an A8, and that kind of thing. Basically mix it up. If you have any requests, let me know. So I got a good picture on the engineering core down there. Just got to find a bloody enemy to shoot up and all good. So you can really get a good look at it down there. From here, do I go south back to the bomber airfield or do I go north? This really sucks. No indication. Enemy aircraft spotted near Allied munitions depot. That's where I'm headed then. So from engineering core, that's going to be about 40 degrees. So that's at Yield, which can't miss it, it's right there. Munitions depot. I'm basically relying, no one really in the chat either is saying what they're, It'd be useful if any time someone got shot down by an Axis, like by the opposing team, that is. Like, as soon as they had a chance, look at the map, jump on the chat, say there is a D9 in grid 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be really useful, but no one does it. I'm relying. Enemy aircraft spotted near the engineering core. No way. Near Allied engineering core. I've just come from there. Alright, I guess I'll head back. Maybe they've come from the munitions depot and they're heading to the engineering core. Down there. Zoom in. Expert spotting's on, which means if I zoom in I can see more, as opposed to alternate, which means if I zoom out I can see more. Basically, in a nutshell. So that's the engineering core. No tracer, no nothing. Any flak? No. Basically looking for flak. Not a damn thing. We got flak. We got flak. Alright, well spotted, frog. Where is the flak moving? I better dive so I can catch his silhouette. The power, there he is. I've cut the power. Good. Which one is he? Your toast, governor. Ha 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 ha. Kill number 2. Yeah. That. What a kill, huh? That's how we do. Alright, how's the aircraft? What now? What now? Get the heck out of Dodge, that's what's now. What's my direction? I'll go... Where was that? That was at the engineering corps. Go south, back to the bomber airfield. Shit, there goes my wing. Bail out, bail out, bail out. The trouble is when you get into a dogfight, it causes so much visibility. Everyone from miles around sees you. Nonetheless, I survived. I was about to put it into auto cruise and then check my 6, and then I saw that tracer. What lesson could I learn there? Instead of, I mean, congratulations is fine, but... And I lost consciousness when I hit that tree. Oh no, I'm awake. Time for a cigarette. No, I don't smoke. So that's 2 kills. So I think it's pretty important to get the heck out of there as soon as you get a kill. For that above mentioned reason, and maybe head towards your lines. Maybe that's a good standard operating procedure. I was a bit sort of trying to figure out which way I should go. I was thinking, should I go south back to the bomber airfield? I should have probably just gone straight west. West is back towards further into my lines, further into safety, and then start a gradual climb. So definitely there was someone watching that fight, and then he basically came down on me as I was getting out of there, and I loitered in the area too long. I should have just taken off, probably close to full power to get out of there. Alright, well, let's go again. Pretty good, huh? Can't see any comments in the live chat. Hopefully you guys are seeing this. My screen tells me that there's 10 people watching at home. Had a bit of technical difficulty earlier. The stream has cut out on 2 separate occasions. Okay, cheers. That's good to confirm. As you can see, compare this to my first flights in the Tempest, and I think you'll see definite improvement if you compare my last dogfight against that plane. I think it was a D9. Compare that to my first live flights in the Tempest. I mean, that D9 pilot, I got to say, he had some moves on him. He was trying to scissor me. He was trying to spit me out front. He kept on cutting the power and barrel rolling this way and that, and I just kept on cutting the power as well, and then as I needed to, I'd apply close to full power so I didn't stall out. I just kept on doing that. I knew I could win because I have the greater wing area. Bit heavier, I would say, but bigger wing area. G'day Zane. Have I seen the new cloud screenshots? No. Is there a developer diary out or something, or? Is there a developer diary out? Sounds interesting. Last dev diary from Friday. I'm thinking maybe I saw them, but I didn't notice the clouds. I have to have another look. A lot more thicker. Any specific type of cloud, like a towering cumulus or something, or? Yeah, exiting the scene of a dogfight, or in actual fact, I don't know, necessarily exiting, but making sure that I'm prepared to fight again when another plane comes in and jumps into that dogfight. Antwerp's under attack. I've taken off from here. I'll go east out to the bomber airbase and I'll see if anything's happening there. If there's nothing, I'll keep an eye on the radar messages, and I'll go towards the engineering base. D9 was pretty high when I intercepted him, and just reflecting on it, he was on the tail of a Mustang, and I think he shot the Mustang down. The prop at 100% until I get a bit higher. They increase cloud performance, FPS. Less cloud, better FPS. Sounds pretty good. Well, I mean, increase to FPS is always good. There's the bomber airfield up there. So that's one of the shorter distances, but even that is a long distance. This map is huge. Finally, I've hit 10,000 feet. keep going to them at about 13, for the reason that it gives me something of a safety buffer. There are some pretty expert pilots that come onto these servers, and they often just go really high and see what aircraft are below them. Again, looking for AAA tracer coming from the ground shooting at an aircraft indicates to me where there's an enemy. There's something to be said, I guess, as well for not making a dogfight like the one I just did take too long. Like, I could have finished that guy by using more ammo sooner. Aircraft spotted in 1612, that's up north. If I finished him sooner, I would have still had some altitude, and that would have been less obvious to anyone else around who would have otherwise seen a long dogfight, lots of tracer over the course of maybe however long it took, 1 minute or something. If you can finish it in 10 seconds with one long burst of maybe 5 seconds, it's probably the better way to go actually. But then it's less elegant and you use up a lot of ammo. I just got about 3 status messages in the space of half a second. Enemy spotted near Deest in 2011. Up near the engineering core. Engineering core. That's still pretty far away, but alright, I've checked out this bomber airfield. It still exists on the map, it hasn't been totally destroyed, so it's still a target, but there's nothing there. I'll fly from here to the engineering core. I'll stay high so that my true airspeed stays high, and I'll get there quicker. What's the direction that I want to be going in? Roughly 300. Thing that's alerted me to the presence of Axis in this particular session is not AAA on the ground, like not tracer from AAA, but actually flak clouds, like those black clouds bursting in a fairly tight pattern following the path of an unseen aircraft. And those are harder to see because they're not bright lights, they're just black small clouds that last for, I don't know, 5-10 seconds and then they go. Usually harder to see unless they're silhouetted against the skyline. Alright, so I've passed the bomber airfield now, let's go to 300. Damn, I had the propeller at 100% RPM for that whole time. That shows you how good the engine is on this one, that it didn't break or anything. Mind you, it's within its parameters for a certain period of time, I would say. Right, so down to 75 RPM. And the engine, what's our boost? Boost is really low. I think the engine's at 75. That'll do us. This plane is geared towards being on the deck more than up here. Oh, near the Allied bomber base. What to do? What to do? Where's the... this is like between a rock and a hard place. Where is the engineering core? There. I'll visit it briefly and then I'll head back to the bomber base. Looking for flag, looking for flag. What about up here? You get the feeling they're not visiting to do bombing, they're visiting to just hang around and be fighters. I might have seen a few Yarbos, like fighter bombers, but mostly just fighters. I'm not seeing any action there. I mean, yes, something could crop up, but I'm going to turn around. Looking for a heading of 120. $22.12. St. Truden 22. That's the bomber base. Go, go, go. Round will finish in 25 minutes. Full power. Actually, no, that'll cook the engine. Alright, there's definitely an enemy aircraft at the bomber base, which I just bloody left. Right there. I guess see if I can see any flat clouds from this distance and so on. Kind of have it on the nose there. Looking for any sign of fighting, basically. Bloody crazy. So I go up here on radar advice, there's something up here, and then nothing, and then I get advice there's something down here twice. So I go down here, and then I get radar advice there's something up here. Can't win. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I take it all back. We got some kind of a triangulation there. I perhaps shouldn't dive until I can see something. So far I can't see anything. Time to pull right up. Going way too fast as per usual. Crazy, I can't see anything. I'm going to dive and just hope that I can see something against the silhouette. Pretty risky though. I have to boom straight out. Zoom straight out rather. Alright. Alright. Just keep following the tracer. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Oh shit, he crashed. Ah, robbed. Robbed. Alright, I had the right idea. I cut the power, came in pretty good. There's more apparently. Looking for that tracer. Wonder how up to date those status messages are, or if they're delayed or anything like that. We're still getting the flares going on, so it seems that there's something there. Round will finish in 20 minutes. Damn. Robbed. Just as I acquired him visual, the flak took him out. It's still on, the bomber base is still on the map. That's good. Nothing down there. That's 360 miles per hour. Seems a bit slow since this thing can do something like 400 miles per hour, but don't forget we're basically at sea level and I'm not at full power or anything. East 2011, that's near the engineering base. I'm going to head back there now. What was the heading down there? It was 300. Let's go 300. Truden. Ah, you sneaky. You sneaky. That's the city that's attached to the bomber airfield. Back we go, back we go. That's St. Truden down there. Good luck seeing anything down there. Or maybe it's up here. Yeah, we got the flare. The flare's gone off, indicating that there's an enemy in the vicinity. But where? Don't want to get too low, don't want to go too high. I definitely won't climb, will I? If he's up here, though, he can dive on me. Ah, it's a conundrum. Be helpful if the flak would open up on him so I could see where he is. Ah, yeah. Damn, that's close. That's really bloody close. There he is, there he is! Zoom right in. What is he? It's an A series, FWA, I believe. He's going for the hangar. He's going for the fuel. The flak's trying to rob me of my kill. Have to shut the engine down soon. Oh yeah, got him. Ha ha ha. Where did he go? Oh no, where did he go? Ah, there he is, there he is. That flak, I tell you what, it's a bit cheeky. It's trying to rob me of my kill. He's quite effective. Got him. Shit. Got hit by his buddy, I think. He's a gunner. Did I get hit by my own flak? Where? I think I got hit by my own flak because an FW doesn't have a tail gunner and there's no flak currently firing unless that guy got shot. I'll head back into the airfield. I might have to RTV right here. Craft's not performing too well. Can you see any indication why it might not be performing too well? Oh, I don't know. A few bullet holes in the wing, half the canopy missing. I don't know where that came from though. Was it a shot from an aircraft or was it my own flak? Actually, both the ailerons are still there. The rudder's still there. Elevator's still there. She's not, there's no roll. I've got no rate of roll. Mind you, I'm going pretty slow. The aircraft's definitely not doing so well. I'll stay over the airfield so the flak will protect me. Or maybe it'll shoot me. Flak incurs a penalty for firing on friendly. Not. So yeah, that's kill number 3. Another 2 and I'll be an ace. Really, it's just a matter of you've got to be in a target-rich environment. That's what it comes down to. And also not getting shot down. I won't really be an ace because actually I've been shot down already, so that's not possible in this session. The aircraft's really, I mean, it still works and all. The roll rate is usually pretty good in comparison to this, so it's lost its rate of roll. I wonder if I should land at the bomber airfield. But there's like 15 minutes left, so such a rigmarole to land and get going again. Spotted near Dees 2011. What was my heading there? It was 300, wasn't it? So let's pick up where we left off. Am I leaking any vapor trails or anything? Nothing. Solid. Right, so I think they're now starting to attack the engineering core near 2011, near Deest. Keeping an eye out for a flare down there. So my performance, this aircraft's engine performance now seems less. Ground will finish in 10 minutes. I'm definitely not going to land though. Don't have enough time. Spotted near 1912. That's sort of in the centre, I think. Boost looks to be about 6 or 7 pounds. This aircraft apparently is capable of 11 pounds of boost on the deck, and if I'm doing 6 right now, it gives you an indication that I'm definitely not at full power. Smyers says land. What do I think about the D9? Do I prefer the radio? Aircraft spotted near engineering core. That's where I'm headed. Damn, that is a good question. They're all pretty good in their own way, aren't they? Alright, that's engineering core down there. Now where's the aircraft? Where's the shooting? Where's the action? I'm pretty low. Engineering core under attack. Who's that fucked? Who's that fucked? I can see smoke, but coming out of the clouds, got the sun behind me, that's pretty good. How should I do this? How should I do this? The plane really don't sound too good now. Ah ha ha! BS spotted near Allied bomber base. Where is... there's no flak or anything. Under attack, yeah right. I'm going pretty fast. It'd be reasonably hard for them to catch me. I'm doing 440 miles an hour. 430 miles an hour. So that's the engineering base. Where is the attacker? No flak, nothing. So I get, they say it's under attack, I get here, it's not under attack, and then they give me a message that the bomber base, there's an aircraft spotted. It's like you can't win. It's like, make up your mind. What's the word for that? Procrastination. No, it's a different one. Allied bomber base under attack. Give me a break. So I guess unless they're both under attack, but then these are like mystery phantom attacks that you can't actually see. If I fly back now at low altitude with this lack of energy, I'll probably get shot. Ground will end in 5 minutes. That lake on the nose, right in the crosshair there, that's where I'm headed. That's the bomber base. So yeah, I got to the engineering, there's nothing. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe someone just flew in, dropped a bomb and took off. Can I see something up ahead? No, it's a runway. False alarm. I should really be climbing here, I don't want to be so low. Even a P38 cannot go around this map. What do you mean? Why can't a P38? Guess we'll find out. I'm going to fly the P38 next. Not next, like after this flight, but next as in I'll stop flying this aircraft, and in the next week I'll be flying the P38 Lightning. Alright, there is the bomber base. Any flak, any AAA, anything, aircraft. So it's been a pretty good session. I haven't gotten really frustrated at all, not really compared to other sessions, and which is like an important metric of fun or lack thereof, like how did you get frustrated or what have you, and I didn't really. And had some pretty awesome dogfights. When the flak shot down that FW190A, that was kind of annoying, but it wasn't frustrating. Frustrating is when you fly around for 40 minutes and you can't find any enemy aircraft at all, you can't sight any. and then you get shot down out of the blue. That's frustrating. That happened to me on my last flight, whereas this has been pretty scintillating. That dogfight with the D9 was awesome. The ending wasn't very good, but the dogfight, yeah, that was Here we go. 2 minutes left, something like that. 1 minute left. Oh my god. Where? Got to get down low so I can see an aircraft there. Looked to be a Mustang maybe, but just as I was about to pull the trigger. Oh man. And I am pretty happy with that. Was pretty. That's a good way to end the Hawker Tempest flying session that I've been doing this week, in the last week or 7 days or so. Alright guys, that is it. Northeast, southwest, a P38 cannot do the complete circle. Have fun. Oh well, we'll soon see. So that's 3 kills in that session. That was pretty good fun, I gotta say. Thanks very much for joining me, guys, and please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon, gives you notifications when I go live, if I'm not mistaken. Subscribe, share the video, support on Patreon, become a patron of the channel. You can join the channel on YouTube, and stay tuned for more action. Cheers, bye for now.